and $2.50 for a pound of strawberries. Which one would you do?
79 cents.
Every time you would. But you can do that. You can, the Aldi's ads are fabulous. They have some of the most wonderful things. It comes in the Sunday paper. You can also get the ad online, because you can ad match that, the Aldi, because there's not that many Aldis around. You can ad match it at Walmart. They will ad match anybody's ad. They'll also do the buy one, get one free. Yes. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, the buy one, get one free has to have a price. Often you'll see some of the drugstores are bad about it, and one of the other big grocery stores is getting bad about it because they know what the rest of us are doing with their ads. But it has to have a price. Buy one, get one free. Lay's potato chips save $2. Well, they usually sell for about $2 1/4 or something like that. That means one of them is $2 1/4. You're going to get both of them for $2 1/4. But it's got to have a price on it, because you got to play by their rules. So they will. It has to have a price. They will ad match other stores' store brands. Like if Ingles has their corn 4 cans for $1.50, then you can ad match that for Walmart's brand. It does have to have a price. And if you should always buy store brands of a lot of these things, and nearly all the stores guarantee their items that if you don't like it, as well as the national brand, they'll gladly give you your money back. Some stores will give you your money back and then hand you the national brand and say, I hope you enjoy this. Thank you for trying our product. So you don't have to take anything you don't want if it's something that doesn't satisfy your family. But store brands is the way to go. There's very few items that I use that are not store brands, but I go along with that. The reason I brought my tea kettle, somebody wanted to know how to make tea. This is what I make tea in on Sunday. Oh, well, anytime I make tea. First of all, and that sounds real simple, and it is, you always want to use cold water. Every water heater has sediment and such in it. It doesn't matter if it was installed day before yesterday, it does. So you use cold water and half full, whatever you need to do, put it on the stove and bring it to a boil. When it comes to a boil, I don't know what kind of tea bags y'all use. I use Louisiana, which is the Southern iced tea. But then when it comes to a boil, I drop 2 family-sized tea bags in there, put the lid back on it, take my pot holder, which I don't have one up, and cover this up, and I let it steep for 15 minutes. Yeah. I use my watch a lot cooking. I time things. I don't know if y'all do, but there's no way I can keep up with when 15 minutes was if I'm doing a dozen other things. So I let it steep for 15 minutes, and then you just go with your usual more cold water into the tea pitcher, and I make real Southern tea with tons of sugar. We had somebody from the church that was at the house a while back, and she took a sip and she said, "This is sweet tea." And I said, "Yes, we like sweet tea here." So, but anyway, that will make tea. And along that same line, sounds simple, boiling eggs. I've got one pan that I use for boiling eggs because that's all it's good for. It's stainless steel. Don't buy stainless steel. It doesn't conduct heat like the aluminum, heavy gauge aluminum does. You know that, don't you, Dana? Mm-hmm. And yeah, but anyway, it's not, you can't boil water in without it burning in stainless steel. But that one pan, you get your eggs out of the fridge and you put them in there, cover them in cold water, put it on medium heat, put the lid back on, put it on medium heat, and you can tell when it comes to a boil because the lid's going to jiggle. Turn it off. Let them sit. You don't actually boil boiled eggs. It comes to a boil. You turn it off. Let it sit for 15 minutes. 15 minutes again. That's pretty easy to remember. And then take your 2 pot holders and pour the water off. And take the back of a spoon and hit each one of them so that it cracks the egg well. And run cold water on them, and that cold water shoots up onto the shell, and then the shell just lifts right off. Oh, easy as pie. Yeah. And it's the process, I think, of just letting it sit for 15 minutes and then shocking it with the cold water, and it'll turn right loose. And they make a good snack to keep in the fridge. Boiled eggs trying to think plural, because you can, when you peel them and everything, be sure to put them on a paper towel when you do that, and then get all the moisture off of it, because then if you put them in a plastic bag, they're going to turn watery. You want to make sure they're dry before you put them in your plastic bag. Put them in the fridge, and it can be a good, low-cal, nutritious snack for you, or the kids, you know, if they want something sweet to eat, tell them to get them a boiled egg in the fridge. But let me show you which bags. In fact, sounds like I'm a commercial for Walmart, but I'm really not. These storage bags are not the, I do believe I got the Ziploc, but this one is not. I don't use the Ziploc. I use the ones that's just like this. They're lots cheaper, and you can actually seal them better. You put in whatever you're using. You can take leftover tossed salad, put it in the fridge. You can I even take when we have spaghetti, I put leftover spaghetti, because it takes up less room than your bowl or whatever. And they're so cheap that you can just use them, throw them away, you know, whatever. So do this, and then, you know, twist it and then go down once, and it's going to make a really good seal on it so that the moisture doesn't get out and no taste get into it. But it works well for that. I wouldn't be without these kinds of plastic bags. There's just dozens of uses for them. And I keep these, I brought it. This is a water chestnut can. I don't throw anything away. But I keep my twist ties in a drawer in there, and in the drawer right there near the stove. And I've got all my twist ties there. And I also have one, I'm going to show you what I do with rubber bands. I also have another one just like it, and it has rubber bands in it. This is leftovers, when you have leftovers. If you put them in the fridge, if you can't see them, you're not going to use them. You've got to be able to see them. Put your piece of plastic on there. A rubber band keeps it airtight, otherwise it's not going to be airtight. There's no way. And put your rubber band on it, like this. And I know when we have meals at our house, if people help me put things in the fridge, all sorts of things ruin because I didn't know I had them in there. But with this, with one glance, you know what's in the fridge. And I keep the rubber bands in one of these and the twist ties in another, and they're ready to go. Publix has something on occasion. It's buy their brand, get our brand free. It's always on the back. We'll have to look at the back of the Publix ad when it comes in the mail. And I bought this, I think this was last week. You buy theirs, that's the national brand, Pop-Tarts, Cocoa Puffs, and Fiber Wine. Then you get theirs free. You can't beat that. You can beat that. I like that. If it says free, that's what I need. A lot of things in your ads are rebates that you buy, and Staples, you could go online and do your rebates easy as pie. The others do require you to fill out a form and have a UPC label or whatever, but rebates is 100% free, except for your, how much is postage now, 45 cents? 45 cents. So I get all sorts of stuff, and then I put them on my gift shelf, and then when we have White Elephant exchanges at Christmas and different things, then all I got to do is go to my gift shelf, and I've got all sorts of stuff that I've gotten for free. So mine didn't cost me anything. And
I think you
everybody
got a
else's
couple of questions. I think you got a couple of questions.
Oh, questions. Oh, of course. Daniel, do you have a question?
Did that buy theirs and get ours theirs free? Will Walmart do that if it had a price on it?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't have, they probably would if it had a price. Okay. Yeah, good question. Yeah. But and if you go, yes.
Publix, on their buy one, get one freeze, will allow you to use
a coupon for each item, the buy one and the get one free. Will Walmart allow you to do that?
Yes, you can double up with the manufacturer's coupons. Part of the time I've left Walmart with them owing me money nearly. Because when you take the manufacturer's coupons, you know, something like this, and it's buy one, get one free, then of course one of them's free anyway, and then it brings down the price of the one you're paying for to where it's like cents, a few cents. It works. It works. It's good. Rebates work. But when I go to Walmart with the other ads, I always use an envelope or whatever I have, and I put down what it is. In fact, this is a good deal, y'all. They had somebody else had the red potatoes, 10 pounds for $2.99.
Oh my.
Those things are usually like $4 for 5 pounds. And but you got I put who it is and the price, but they don't really require that. This is just for me, that if something comes up, I can say, excuse me, if you'll look at this. But I do take my ads with me. They don't require the ads. They take your word for it. Or at least they take my word for it. I guess they know me. I guess they know me when I go in. It's like, oh, here she comes again. Yeah. They probably got their cameras set up. There she is. Watch her. But most people say that you can cook out as cheaply as you can cook at home. You can't. You can't even begin to. Plus the fact when you cook at home, you can more easily have the fats and sugar, not sugar, because I think the sugar, salt. You can keep the salt and such out because all of us eat too much salt. And when you cook at home, you can more easily, change that and keep it to your likes and dislikes. So the highly processed foods, like the boxes of mashed potatoes, don't do that. Get you some potatoes and peel them. 2.5 minutes, whatever, to peel them. And then while they're boiling, go do something else. Or get you a pressure cooker. How many have pressure cookers? If you've got a pressure cooker, you put those potatoes in there and it just takes mere minutes and they're so tender. And that same pressure cooker, you can buy chicken on sale this week, Ingles and Kroger, and it seems like somebody else has got the chicken breast for $1.99 a pound. That is a good price, and you can use chicken so many different ways. I cut it into chunks and make chicken nuggets with the deep fat frying, and you can make chicken. You can boil it in the pressure cooker, make chicken salad. You can make the Catalina chicken, this recipe here. You can just cook all day long with chicken, and it's good for you. The beef, you need to stay away from that as much as you can, but the chicken is good for you. You don't deep fat fry, you know, deep fat fry. I'm going to tell you about deep fat frying. This is a deep fat thermometer. What does it say it is? It says dishwasher safe. But when you've got your deep fat to fry whatever it is, and I do fry, I'm sorry, I'm Southern, and I do fry stuff, hooks to the side of your pan. Make sure this is not touching the bottom because it won't register correctly. And you don't put your food in there until it gets up to 350. And of course, be careful putting it in because it's 350 degree grease. But that way it'll cook quickly and it won't absorb the grease, it won't be soggy. I learned that from somebody who had a wing place, a good friend, and I was asking, I said, how do you get them crispy? It just doesn't work. And I didn't have one of these. And he said, it's got to be at least 350, 375. It's not a bad idea. And it works. A lot of this stuff I should have had 20 years ago, but I'm just now catching up. Yeah, but this is an instant read thermometer. Somebody's got pork loin on sale this week, too. I think it's $2.99, and that is a mighty good price.
I got it for $1.
Oh, really?
Not yet from passes the $1.
Well, this, I didn't have one for the longest, and I would cook and cook and cook that stuff, and then it would be like eating a piece of shoe leather. The pork only has to be cooked to 165. It doesn't seem like it's done. It just doesn't seem right. But it is, when this register's $165, you take it out, and if you need to, tin it with aluminum foil, and it'll still continue to cook some. But $165 is all you need for pork, and of course with your chicken, if you're cooking it for Thanksgiving, you know, you stick it in where it won't be touching the bone, and it'll be instant ready for your chicken too, and what it'll get food poisoning. And I know everybody in here always washes your fruits and vegetables. Even if it says it's washed, wash it. We don't want anybody getting sick. So the spinach that I buy, it says washed and ready to use. Not till I get it washed is it ready to use for me. So I chug it good, you know, in water, the spinach or whatever else it is. And my apples and things like that, I get a clean dishcloth because it's rough, and hold it under running water and scrub it all the way around with a dishcloth. And that seems to work better than my hands because the dishcloth is usually rougher or whatever. So you got to be careful. You'll love this idea. Y'all probably do it. When you get down to the last bit of your things, do you turn it bottom side up?
Oh, yeah.
Get 3, 4, 5 more uses. Boy, sometimes around my house you just touch anything and it's like dominoes. Everything's falling because it's turned. Everything's turned right the bottom side up. Make sure it's on good. Okay. Curly light bulbs. You know you save tons of money. Everybody knows that by now. Curly light bulbs. They're okay.
Like a great one.
Did you know that the incandescent light bulb is being phased out? Did anybody know that?
Yeah.
I'm buying some up because the lamp beside my chair has an incandescent bulb in it, which I like very much. It doesn't have one of these curly bulbs. And the 100 watts will be phased out this year, 75, 40 as it goes down. So you can buy them black market out of my basement because I'm getting me plenty of bulbs. But in out of the way places where you can't get to them easy, I do have some of these, and I'm glad that I've got them there because I don't have to replace them so often. So they have their place, but let me get up on my soapbox for the government to tell me that you can't buy these anymore. We're going to make sure you don't buy them anymore. That's not their place. Yes. But I brought you the dried beans. I got the black bean soup. It is absolutely delicious. I got the recipe over there. And you can buy, of course, and I bought a name brand, and I'm assuming it must have been on sale. That's not like me to do that. But if you buy the dried black beans and cook them, you're going to have too many for your recipe, but then you put some of them that you cooked in the freezer and they're ready for your next recipe. Much cheaper and better. They cook up more tender than these do. So, oh yeah, well, not these.
No, but you can control some of the cans.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there again. Yeah, we've got to cut that out. And the pintos, you can tell that I cooked some Sunday, and this is half full now. But you can go to the Honey Baked Ham store and buy your ham bone. Did y'all know that? $3 or $4, and there's usually enough ham to make several sandwiches. So you do that, and then you put that ham bone in your crock pot with these pintos. Yummy. Oh yeah, it does, yeah. But then that's the reason you need your iron frying pan too. If you don't want to heat up your oven or whatever, sometimes like I don't want to in the summertime, heat up the oven and heat up the whole house. You can fry cornbread or cornbread fritters or whatever. Some of you know what it is, some don't. But you take your iron frying pan and you spray it first. I always spray it with a pound spray, store brand. I'm just saying pound spray so you know what it is. And then put you some oil. I use olive oil. I use a lot of olive oil.
That's for you.
Very, very good for you. And you mix up your cornbread and you mix it up real soupy. Well, not too soupy, but more soupy than you would. And you want just a thin layer in your pan. Let the pan get hot again. Now don't put anything in a cold pan. Don't do that. Let it get hot and then pour it in there. and then it'll brown on that side, and you get your spatula, and if you're very careful, and it does work, you can flip it over, and it's going to brown on the other side, and you got some cornbread for supper. You know how to do that, don't you, Dave?
Yes, ma'am.
And it is.
That's good eating.
Fried cornbread fritters, it goes by a couple of names. Yeah, fried hoe cakes, yeah, hoe cakes. Yeah. Oh, another product. Y'all know what this is?
Microplane.
I love that thing. When you have a recipe that calls for grated lemon rind or lemon zest, your regular box sprayer does not work. I spent years doing that, and then you can't get it scraped off. It stays in the grater, the box sprayer. This thing is super fabulous. Finally broke down and bought me one, something that I needed.
I've never seen one.
Interesting story. It started out as a tool in the men's shops. Did you know that? The man came up with this. It was, and the woman kept toting it to the house to zest lemons. And the man said, well, why don't I just fix these up and sell them? And yeah, it works so good to, and your recipes that call for the lemon zest, it needs the lemon zest in it for that extra flavor, that